Hi everyone, Papa here, and today's episode features highlights from when we recently had McCullough's tree service remove some tree limbs that were broken off high up in some trees in the woods behind our house. The skilled team from McCullough's included two tree climbers and cutters, Daniel and Tristan, and one ground support crew member, Mike. Here's Daniel getting ready to use a pole-type slingshot to launch a heavy weight tied to a rope over his target tree limb that he wants to secure his line to. And it was impressive watching them work. There he goes, got it on the first shot. You see the weight swinging there with the rope tied to it. He'll use that to secure his climbing gear, make sure everything is secure for working high up in the tree. Altogether, there were 4 main trees that had limbs that had broken off in the past year or two that needed attention. The most pressing one is the one that Daniel's working on. Here's a wide shot of him going up in that tree that we just saw him launching the weight into. He's using his climbing gear to pull himself up. Takes a lot of arm strength in particular. And he's using his gear, his arms, his legs. Got some cleats on his boots. Certainly not easy. It takes a lot of skill and strength. You can see the broken limb. This one broke off recently. It's a fairly large section of that tree, really more than a limb, it's a main beam, but the tree still has some health in it going up, but this beam that broke off, and then it got caught up in some other trees on the wood line. And so we didn't want it to damage any further any other trees. So let's just watch and listen as Daniel takes care of it. Here comes a big piece.
This right here is going to be the cut that makes or breaks me. So.
We got covered in just a second, Bo.
I'm no expert. I'm just afraid if you cut too much of it off, the rest of it's going to swing down.
Exactly what's going to happen.
Or you may be at the point where you just want to take the main part off at the trunk and...
No, because I send it all crashing this way.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll take a little piece.
Yeah.
I'll let it settle. Take a little piece, let it settle, get it to the edge right here.
Sure. You're the expert.
Then I'll go over there. I'll tie a piece off to it. And then when I pull on it, it'll fall. The rope will catch it. Instead
Sure.
of rushing down through all this, it'll just bang against the tree right there and I'll slow her down.
I trust you. You're the expert.
Ideally, anyway.
If you don't feel that is safe, as a last resort, I'd be okay with you taking down the one you're standing on.
Oh, you're fine. This is, I mean, there's always a risk involved, no matter how you play it.
Yeah, I hear you.
You just gotta mitigate them as you can. Learn to live with the ones you can't.
Yeah, I'm just giving you options.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I hate to push limits. This is, I mean, technical wise, this is pretty low, but
Yeah,
storm damage is always an if.
right.
There we go, we're past the dangerous part. I pinched it a little bit, but my ankle was trapped right there.
Oh no.
So, I'm gonna get pinched.
come back to the main tree and just cut it off and let it swing down?
No. I'll butt tie it,
Okay.
cut it off,
Yep.
let it slide down.
Sounds good to me.
Woo!
There you go.
I've walked the balance beam for a while.
Tightrope.
I've actually never tried a tightrope, but I feel like I'd be good at it.
Good job, Daniel.
Nice job. That was impressive. While Daniel had been busy working in that tree, Tristan had climbed this tree and was working on it. This had a couple of limbs that had broken off not too long ago. For all of these limbs that break off and are hanging, eventually they would come down on their own. But for the bigger ones, we don't want to put ourselves at risk out there. Kate and Kai and I play all throughout these woods, and everyone in the family is out on the trail frequently. So we just want to make sure that none of these come down when we are under them. So for these 4 trees that we had worked on, the time was right to have them done professionally. Nice job.
Better?
You gonna be able to get the piece that's wedged now that, yeah.
Yeah, I just had to get all that weight off it.
Sure.
There it is. Alright.
Yeah, it's clear beneath you. Oh, nice. Nice.
Just what I was going for.
Right?
Perfect.
After Tristan cleared those branches, it was time to start his descent so he could get ready to move to the next tree that he was going to be working on. Stopping briefly on the way down to take care of another dead limb that was hanging on. Nice job.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Daniel was taking care of his second tree. Elsewhere, Tristan was taking care of his second and the final of the 4 trees. Nice job.
Thank you, thank you.
We certainly appreciate all of the hard work by Daniel and by Tristan and by Mike providing the ground support and by the whole McCullough's team. Thanks as always for supporting us. Please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Goodbye, everyone.